Alright guys, so I am actually on a little lunch date right now. Who's ready to get sexual, y'all? Hey guys, welcome back to my bedroom. Tonight I want to go ahead and just share with you guys just some tips and tricks on dates. Psych, the hell. I'm gonna tell y'all how it really is being a single mom and dating. Are you ready? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So tonight I decided to do something a tad bit different. I just want to sit down with you guys and kind of talk to you about some of the things that a lot of people ask me, which is odd, kind of personal, and I'm like, why are you asking me these questions? But a lot of people tend to ask me, what is it like dating as a single mom with 4 boys? Or just a single mom in general. All I can say is it's interesting. It's always interesting. It's always a, you know, kind of an uphill battle, but it does not always have to be hard, and it's not always going to be this way. So that's something I definitely want to enlighten everybody, that it's not hard. I mean, literally, I have 4 sons, young sons at that. And you just have to know how to roll with the punches, to be 100% honest. So if you guys are interested in having a full in-depth conversation about just what it's like and how I date as a single mom, then go ahead and stay tuned. And if you are not a subscriber yet, what are you waiting for? Like I said, we're going to be revamping this channel and doing a lot of new things, and I want you guys to be along for the journey. So just go ahead and push that subscribe button right there. I think it's on this side or this side, but go ahead and push that subscribe button. Go ahead and join my channel, and also don't forget to put your notification button on, so that you can get an update whenever I have a new video up. Also, I want to let you guys know that I have decided to start uploading on certain days now. So I'm going to be uploading 2 to 3 times a week, if God willing. I'm going to try really hard to go ahead and upload about 2 to 3 times a week. And if I don't stick to it, I want you guys to let me know. Like, be in the comments and troll the hell out of me. Like, come to my Instagram, DM me and be like, hey, you said you were gonna post 2 to 3 times a week. I don't see 2 to 3 posts. So I definitely want you guys to hold me accountable. I'm gonna try my best to hold myself accountable. It does get kind of hard because I am a single mom, like I said, but it's possible. If other people can do it, so can I. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into the video. Okay, so I'm going to answer some questions. These are some things I just kind of jotted down, because I don't know, these are things that I often get asked, and just, I guess, questions that people wanted the answers to. And this is not just like from like people offline or anything. These are like people in my real life who ask me these questions and ask me like, okay, like, how do you do it, and how does this and how does that? Oh my God, God bless you. Like, you have 4 sons and you're a single mom. Yes, God did bless me, and I'll tell you why later. But yeah, so I am going to go ahead and start with just questions about dating. I'm gonna start off with that, and then I also want to kind of touch on like common misconceptions about single moms and single moms trying to date, because there are a lot. Sometimes people just don't understand the whole single mom life, and it's not that bad. I can tell you that firsthand. I ain't gonna lie, I love being a single mom. Like, this is the best shit I have done in forever. This is like, I'll explain later. All right, let's go ahead and jump right in. So the first question that I wrote down was, how do I approach men? Honestly, I do not approach men. Not often at all. I feel like if you're not seeing me across the room and getting butterflies and feeling like you in love at first sight, then you ain't for me. No, I'm just kidding. No. I really don't. Like, I don't like approaching men. I mean, I don't mind. I've done it. Mainly, I've done it before when I was like a little tipsy. That's when I get a little more ballsy, I guess. But I really don't approach men. But if I do approach men, I just say, hey, you know, my name's Aneisha. Like, I talk to them like a grown woman. I don't talk to people and just go up to somebody and say, oh, hey, what's up? Oh, are you cute? Hey, what's up? No, I don't do all that. No, I don't. I'm sorry. That's just not me. I mean, I like to think of myself as sophisticated and an adult, okay? So, if you want to approach a man, just approach him. Just say, like, hey, my name is Aneisha. You know, I think you're cute. I would like to get to know you. Like, it's nothing wrong with that. At the end of the day, we all looking for the same thing. Okay? Next question. Do I tell men that I have 4 sons when I first meet them? Yes, I do. Like, when I first meet somebody, if somebody tries to talk to me, the first thing that I say to them is, oh yeah, my name's Aneisha, I'm 30. I'm now 30, y'all. Happy belated birthday to me. But I also say, like, oh yeah, I have 4 sons, I'm a single mom. And I pause. And the reason that I pause is because a real man is not gonna be scared away by that. And you know what, I had somebody, let me put y'all on the game real quick, because somebody else put me on the game and I didn't even realize it. I have a really good friend, and he told me that if someone approaches me, and I never can say like how he tells me these things, but it's always so spot on. But basically, like, if a man is like scared away or feels intimidated about the fact that you have children, that means he can't afford you anyway. Period. That means like he ain't making enough money to support you and your 4 kids, and that scares him. Even though you're not asking for that, even though you don't want that, even though you know you can do this by yourself, like you got it, like I don't need no help. But if a man is like instantly like, oh my God, like you got 4 sons, he's scared for a reason. That's all I'm gonna say. So obviously he's just not the one for you, honey. So if that scares him away, or if that deters him, and maybe it is because he just doesn't want kids, or he doesn't like kids, or, and that's another topic I'll get onto, but a lot of times, like, it's intimidating. It's very intimidating, especially multiple children. So that's something to think about. And that takes me to my next question. What if they don't want kids or like kids? If a man does not want kids or does not like kids, you do not like me or want me. Because at the end of the day, my kids are always going to be there. They're always going to be in my life. Even when they are grown, they are always going to be in my life, and I'm always going to be involved in their life. And if someone wants to be involved with me, if they want to be in a relationship with me, then you have to understand that I have children, and they come first. I mean, that's just bottom line. They come first. So you may get the short end of the stick sometimes, a lot of times, because I'm gonna always choose my kids first. So if a man feels like he doesn't like kids or he doesn't want kids, I'm not here to convince you to like kids. I'm sorry, but that is not my job. I don't really care if you don't like kids or want kids, but if you don't, then we're gonna cut it real short. Like, we're gonna cut it. That's it. So you was cute, but you ain't that cute. Okay, so the next question, this is kind of a good question. What goes through my mind when I meet someone new? I'm a very complex person. I'm very complex. Like, I'm one of those people that, like, literally, I I overthink a lot of things. So when I see somebody, even if I see someone cute, if I meet someone new, or if I even see a guy that's cute and I'm like, oh, he's kind of cute, literally the first thing that goes through my mind is, would he be a good husband? Is he gonna like my kids? Does he like kids? Would he treat my kids how I want my kids to be treated? Like, I think about a lot. My mind starts moving like a wheel, like a well-oiled machine, and it just starts thinking of all these different things of what, you know, that's just how I am. That's how I think. It makes dating a little bit harder, but not really, because then I start to snap on reality and be like, okay, if he doesn't meet all these needs, then he ain't for me. Period. Like, that's just how it is. Like, and that's, you can't make people want to be involved in your kids' lives, and you can't make people accept your life. Okay? So that's something you need to remember. But when what goes through my mind is the fact that are they gonna be good to my kids, or good for my kids, or a good example for my kids? So I kind of people watch a lot. Like, if I see a guy, I'm gonna peep you out, and I'm gonna pay attention to you, and then see if I even like the characteristics about you first. And then even if I start talking to you, I'm gonna always be on like my P's and Q's. I'm not gonna sit there and be like, oh yeah, it's easy, we're gonna be in a relationship, we're this, and I'm not moving fast. Like, I've learned those lessons in my earlier years, and I realized a lot of things about dating. You can't expect to know somebody within not even a year. You're not really gonna, especially if you don't live with them. But it takes a while to realize and recognize who that person really is. And even then, they might be hiding it the whole time. Hell, I was in a 7-year relationship, and I don't even know who the hell he is at this point. That's something you need to realize. Like, people are not always who they say they're gonna be, and situations don't always end up how they should end up, or how you think they should. So just be cautious. Like, overthink everything. And I'm sorry to say that, I don't want women to be having anxiety with dating, but I mean, you have to think about this stuff. You never know if somebody's crazy. You never know if somebody is gonna harm your children. You never know if somebody's gonna make your children feel like uncomfortable. That is very important, and how my kids feel is super important to me. And if my kids don't feel comfortable around you, or if they don't like you, I'm sorry, buddy, but you're out the door. Okay, so this is kind of a good question, and I really don't know. I don't know. So if you asked me this question a couple years ago, the answer would have been, heck yeah, I would do it right now. Like, I want this so bad. But you're asking me as a 30-year-old woman that's been through some things. The question is, do I want to get married? I see myself getting married one day. One day. Not today, not tomorrow, not this year. Not even next year. I don't even know. Like, I am enjoying this whole dating life that I'm enjoying my freedom. I'm enjoying being able to just do what I want and not have to answer to anybody, or have to explain to anybody what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, where I'm going, who I'm with. I can't. I'm sorry. I have been through that. I have done that. I really, really wanted marriage. If you would have asked me this 3 years ago, 4 years ago, I would have been like, oh yeah, I want to get married. And if you would have asked me this when I was young, I thought I was going to be married at 25. I was going to have a house by 30. I was going to have kids. I got the kids. You know what I'm saying? I got the kids, but I did not get married. I was engaged. Which that engagement lasted way too long, so that's how I should have known at that point, like, this ain't it, but you learn a lot of things when you go through certain experiences. So those experiences that I had, those bad relationships, those I've been in abusive relationships, physically, mentally. I've been in just shitty situations, you know what I mean? Like, I put myself in those situations because I didn't know when to say no. I didn't know when it was enough. I didn't know when to let go, you know what I mean? So I allowed myself to stick in these situations for far too long. But I learned from them, and it made me the person that I am today. It made me understand life a little bit more and realize that I want to be happy, and if I want to be happy, only me, I'm the only person that can make myself happy. I can't expect a man to do that for me. I can't expect anyone else in my life to make me happy. So I'm like, literally, I vowed to myself right before I turned 30. I said, you know what, for the rest of my life, I'm going to make sure that I am so happy that, I mean, like, that's just it. I'm just going to make sure that I'm happy. I'm going to make sure those kids are happy, and I'm going to make sure that I am happy. And I don't care about other people's feelings at this point. I don't care how anybody else feels about that. As long as me and my children are happy, that's all I need. Because I spent a lot of my time trying to make sure everybody else was happy and everybody else was good, and it just left me feeling, you know, disappointed. I was putting a lot of faith in thinking that people were gonna treat me the same way that I treated them, and that's just not life, baby. So at the end of the day, I'm okay with not being married. I'm okay with that. Sometimes I do have moments when I'm like, damn, this could be a little bit easier if I had a husband. Like, dang, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe he'll get the groceries out the car. Or maybe, you know, we could take turns when the 3-year-old doesn't want to sleep in, want to sleep in his own bed, and he keeps trying to come back to my bedroom. And that'd be nice to have somebody that is like giving me a break, like, you know, taking that load off so I can go take a bath while he put the kids to bed. You know, that, it sounds nice in theory, but at the end of the day, like, I'm more happy with making me happy. And I'm more happy with being by myself and having this peace. Like, I've never had this much peace in my life, and I refuse to let that go right now. So if the question is, well, do I want to get married? No, not right now. Later, maybe, if I find the right person. I know God is going to bless me with the right person, but right now, I am okay where I'm at. I'm thriving. I feel a little successful in my own life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I'm doing hella good right now. So I ain't mad at it. Okay, next question. I got 2 questions left, y'all, and then we're gonna go on to common misconceptions. But the last 2 questions. First of all, second to last question is, do I allow men to meet my sons? No. Have I allowed anyone to be my sons? Yes, but my kids really didn't know who that person was. But that was a while ago, and that's just not even relevant at this point. But I don't just like bring people to my house or bring people to my sons, and if I'm gonna put it this way. My mom always said never have a revolving door, and I live by that. I decided to grab myself some wine because why not? It's a perfect occasion, right? All right, so as of the last question, last question is, am I single? I don't know if I want to answer that question. I mean, it's not really anybody's business. Alright, so next is common misconceptions about single moms and dating. First question is, I'm too busy. You're right, I am. Most of the time, I'm too busy. 9 times out of 10, I'm working, then I'm coming home and I'm making dinner, and then I'm doing baths. And then I don't get time for myself until about like 10:30, 11 o'clock when I finally sit down. That's after like cleaning up, doing dishes, cleaning up from dinner. I ain't got time, okay? Leave me alone. Like, don't text me, I'll text you. Don't call me, I'll call you. Because 9 times out of 10, if you don't get an answer from me, and that's because I'm busy. It's not that I don't want to talk to nobody, But sometimes it is, but most of the time it's because I'm super, super busy. So that is not even a misconception. It is the truth, honey. The next question, I kind of already answered this one. It was, I want marriage immediately. A lot of people think because I am a single mom and I have kids that I'm like ultimately like, oh, I want to get married, I need a husband and I need someone to save me. No, ho. Like, I don't. Sorry, that was a little aggressive. I should calm down a little bit. I'm sorry. That's like a passionate conversation about me to me. Like, if you ask me, like, I'm sorry. My mama, I was in my mama's stomach by myself, okay? Like, I ain't looking for nobody right now. I don't need nobody to super save a hoe. I'm good. Like, I'm good. Alright? We don't want to get married right now. We don't. Like, no. Nah. This next question, y'all. I'm going to tell y'all a little story behind this next question. So the question is, as you saw, am I looking for a role model for my son? First of all, what am I? What am I? Because last time I checked, I'm busting my butt making money for these boys. Last time I checked, I'm providing a roof over their head, and might I add a nice one at that. Last time I checked, I'm taking care of them full time. Last time I checked, I'm doing this shit by myself. So, do I need a role model for my kids? They got one right here, baby. Like, this, like... and the reason why this makes me so aggressively angry, I know I'm getting kind of heated. Like, this is the misconceptions, that part, it makes me feel like I want to punch somebody a little bit. Like, cause the thing is, people don't get, like, first of all, moms are the biggest role models in a man's life anyway, honey. Or in a woman, in a man or woman's life, your mama is important. She's very important. So I know for a fact that I'm a great role model for my kids because I'm showing them how, I'm raising them right. I'm making sure that they have respect for others and adults. I'm making sure that they don't disrespect me in any kind of way. They know who run this show. Do you understand? So, baby, they got a role model. And the reason I say this is because I had a person say to me before, oh, well, your sons need a good role model in their life. Like, this was somebody that was trying to talk to me. This was a couple years ago, well, like a year or two ago, I don't know. Somebody was trying to approach me with the comment of, oh, well, don't you think they need a good role model in their lives? Like, I would be a great role model. They got one. We good. Bye. Just bye. Okay, so this one is a common misconception that most men think of, like, just most single moms. Like, this is, and especially if you're a little bit attractive, like if you look nice and people see that you are single and you have kids on top of that, the first thing that they think is, are you crazy, and is that the reason why you're single? I might be. Wait, aren't we all? Like, I'm sorry, I'm just gonna be honest. Like, I might be a tad bit crazy, but I guarantee you a tad bit crazy too, and we all a tad bit crazy. So at the end of the day, I'm single because God wanted me to be single. Like, I have this single situation in this life, this life that I'm living right now was for a purpose. It's for a reason. And I don't need anybody to really understand it. I mean, I know for a fact who I am. I know the type of woman I am. I know the type of wife I could be one day. I know who I am. I know, you know, but at the end of the day, you know, if someone cannot handle me or cannot understand me fully or love me 100% for everything I am and every part of me, then they don't need me and they don't deserve me at the end of the day. So, am I crazy? I don't know. I mean, it depends on your terminology of crazy. It depends on what you think is crazy. Cause I know for a fact right now I've been chilling. I'm talking about big chilling. Like nothing is making me angry. I mean, it takes a lot to make me angry at this point. I mean, recently I got a little angry because somebody got under my skin and I allowed them to get under my skin. And I hate when I let people get to me like what I did. So I was more mad at myself because I allowed somebody else to make me mad. But that's a whole nother story. Anyway, no, I'm not crazy. I mean, but if you want to call me crazy, then whatever. Okay. So the next misconception is that I don't have a social life. Kinda. I mean, I do, but I don't. And it's not because I can't have a social life. It's because it's just by choice. I don't really like hanging out with people too much. Like, I think I'm like an introvert, but at the same time, I like to be social, but only for a little bit of time. Like, I love being around people, but then I get real bad anxiety. Like, to the point where I'm just like, okay, I need to find a way to sneak out of here. Like, I mean, I'm a social butterfly to a certain extent. So, I do have a social life. I do have a few friends that I still hang out with. I have my family that I hang out with. But I'm not like, you wouldn't catch me like in the club all the time or hanging out with people or always hanging out. Because first of all, I have kids. I can't do that all the time. But I do get moments where I can like actually go and like see friends and like go out for dinner or go out for a drink or something like that. But yeah, I do have a social life. So that's not true that single moms don't have a life or don't have a social life, because I can do just about anything that anybody else does. I just choose not to, because I'd rather just be parenting. I mean, to be honest, I'd rather be at home with my kids. And for the last question, you guys, we are at the end of this video. The last question, or the last misconception, is it chaotic having 4 sons? Okay, so to answer this question, do you hear anything right now? Oh wait. Oh wait. It is literally 8 o'clock before bedtime. And you don't hear a peep. And that's because my kids are here. They are home. And they're chilling. Like, if you raise your kids right, you don't have anything to worry about. Like, my kids are chilling. And if they know that mommy's making a video right now, so they know, like, I have my door closed, but they're right on the other side of that door watching TV. So they can hear me talking, probably so too much. But yeah, they're here. They're watching TV or playing on their tablet. So they're having like TV and tablet time where they get to hang out and play with toys or do whatever they want to do right now. Because like as soon as I finish this video, I'm gonna go give them baths, and then they're gonna get ready for bed because their bedtime is at 9 o'clock. Every night. I don't care if it's summer, weekend, I don't care. 9 o'clock, okay? But, and they do it. They go to bed. You ain't gotta go to sleep, but you gotta get into bed. That's the thing. I mean, you can watch a movie, whatever you wanna do, but you're going to bed, okay? But yeah, like, it's not chaotic to me. Like, if you have a set schedule, you don't have to worry. Like, to be honest, start your kids off young. Like, when they're small, make sure you have a schedule for them. Make sure that they have a set bedtime. Make sure that they know they take a bath at night and brush your teeth in the morning. Make sure that they know that they have to get up by a certain time in the morning, so they're not like sleeping all day and wasting their day away, and then next thing you know, their sleeping pattern is off. Make sure that they go to bed on time. And that's really important. I feel like that's a really big thing that most parents don't do. They let their kids just sit up all night and do whatever they want to do. But if you think about it, then your child is going to be, their sleep pattern is going to be off. They're going to be cranky the next day, like acting like complete brats, crying about everything because they're sleepy. Like, let your kids have a bedtime, put them to bed, and they're not going to want to. They're going to fight it. They're going to be upset about it. But if you keep instilling that in them, they're just going to know after a while. My kids know bedtime, everybody start marching. They know. Like, I have set rules and set regulations. My life is not chaotic at all because I have rules for my kids, and that's just how it is. I am a strict mom, and the reason that I feel like I have to be a strict mom is because that I have 4 boys, and they're gonna turn into 4 teenagers, and I'd be damned if I'm trying to fight 4 teenagers to listen to me. You gonna listen to me now, and then when in the future you gonna know that mommy is the head honcho in this house, and that's just how it's supposed to be. Like, if they don't, like, I'm gonna say it, I'm gonna be honest, your kids gotta have a little bit of fear. Because if they don't have any fear in you, they will run all over you. If you allow them to talk to you any kind of way one time, they always will. And it's gonna get worse. Like, trust me, once they start smelling themselves, it's gonna get 10 times worse. So you start them off super young. Like, you start them off knowing, like, hey, you respect mommy, mommy's gonna respect you. If you treat mommy how mommy wants to be treated, mommy's gonna treat you how you want to be treated. But they have to have that understanding at a young age, and that's why I don't have chaos. I don't. When we go in the grocery store, well, when we went to grocery stores, because coronavirus, but when we went to grocery stores, literally, they knew this one phrase that I would say to them, and I started when they were young. But I would always say, grab on. And what that means is, if you ask my kids what grab on means that the older boys would grab onto the cart, each one of them on each side, and the babies, I would put them in the cart because they were just younger at that time. But they grab on means grab on and you better not let go. And we would walk through that whole grocery store with no problems. And you know how many compliments I used to get? Like, I would get so many compliments, like, oh my god, they're so well behaved. Like, oh my god, how like, what in the world? And I'm like, why y'all acting like there's something so new? Because it's new to you. Because you ain't raised your kids right. Because you ain't put that little bit of fear in them a little bit. You ain't gotta do much. I ain't gotta beat my kids. Do you understand that? I don't have to beat my kids at all because they listen the first time. Like, my kids listen. If I give them a certain look, they ain't gonna do it again. If I tell them that I'm disappointed in them, that hurts them more than anything. That hurts them more than getting a butt whooping. So at this point, I don't even have to beat my kids. My kids just respect me. So, do I have chaos? Hell no. Alright, y'all, so it is the end of the video, and I want to thank y'all so much for watching this video. This is something new that I want to do on my channel, just kind of sit down with you guys and talk. The main reason that I started my channel in the first place is because I wanted to inspire other women that are going through what I've gone through or what I'm going through right now. I want other women to understand that you're not alone, like you are never alone. And there's other people just like you going through the same thing that you're going through. I just wanted to kind of share some things with you guys. This channel is definitely like my baby. I am trying to figure out what I want to do. And I feel like, you know, I'm not like the biggest person to give advice, but at the same time, I've been through things just like other people have been through things, and I just want to share my experiences with other people. And if it helps somebody along the way, I mean, that's amazing to me. Like, that is the main reason for this channel. I realized that I kind of got off track. I feel like, I guess I was trying to like do what other channels were doing, and I was failing miserably, and I feel like that's why my channel has not grown like how I want it to, or how I feel like it should have, because first of all, I wasn't consistent, and then second of all, I just was like putting some boring content out that didn't mean anything to me. Like, it meant absolutely nothing to me. So at this point, I am excited to just start a new chapter in my YouTube life. And we are almost at 100 subscribers, y'all. Like, when I say, like, come on, I'm sorry, but this is something small to some people, but to me, baby, I am so excited. Like, I'm enjoying my little glass of wine in celebration because we are at 82 subscribers right now. And you know how fast we can get to 100, and then after 100, you know how fast we can get to like 1,000, and then you know after 1,000 we're gonna be at like 100,000, sis. Like, it's gonna be so sweet, I'm telling y'all. But I'm just saying. I'm like overly excited, and I kind of want to announce it to the world, and like, I don't know, I'm so excited. Like, this shit makes me excited. Like, this is like this hobby of mine that some people don't even know that I have. Some people that I know in my real life, like my work life, don't even know that I have a YouTube channel. And one day they'll find out, and they probably be watching it on the low. Hey you, but I don't know, like, I don't care, because this is something that makes me happy. And that was one of the things I told y'all, right? Do things that make you happy, because ain't nobody else gonna make you happy unless you make you happy, okay? So like I said, if you are not a subscriber yet, just go ahead and subscribe, because we changing shit up, boo. I'm telling you, we're gonna change it all up, and then we're gonna take over the whole world. That's excessive, but I'm sorry, this is why I kind of getting to me a little bit. Trust me, I only had one glass, it's just one. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. It's been such a pleasure just going ahead and sharing my little world with y'all. If you guys have any questions or anything like that, go ahead and put a comment down below. Make sure you like this video and make sure that you subscribe, because I want you to be a part of our little family, okay? This little sisterhood we got going on. And if you are not following me on Instagram, go check me out at Aneisha_B_ on Instagram and Aneisha Pitt on Facebook. Yes, I still got a Facebook, girl. That's where most of my family at. But anyway, go ahead and follow me on all my social medias. I do have a Twitter, but I keep forgetting the name of my Twitter. It's Aneisha something. I don't know, maybe Aneishab TV. I think that's what it is. But go follow me on all my social medias and hit me up in my DMs. If you have any further questions for me for a new video later, let me know. I'll be happy to make a new video. And I need some more questions anyway. So just go ahead and hit me up. Like, let me know what you want to know. Because I'm here to share my life and make everybody else feel like theirs ain't that bad. Bye.